In a small village nestled deep in the heart of a thick, enchanted forest, there lived a hunter named Akano. Known for his bravery and unmatched skill with the spear, Akano was respected by all. He would venture into the wilds, returning with game for the village. Yet, despite his strength and courage, Akano was a lonely man. Little did he know, his fate was about to change forever. One fateful morning, as the sun began to peek over the horizon, Akano embarked on his usual hunt. He ventured farther than he ever had before, driven by an unexplainable urge. The deeper he went into the forest, the denser it became. Strange birds called from the treetops, and the rustle of unseen creatures echoed around him. Finally, he reached the bank of a wide, sparkling river that he had never encountered before. The water shimmered, and the air seemed to hum with magic. As Akano knelt to drink from the river, he heard a soft, melodic voice behind him. Startled, he turned around, only to find the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. Her skin glistened like the moonlight on water, her hair flowed like the river itself, and her eyes were deep and serene, as if they held the secrets of the earth. "Who are you?" Akano asked, both mesmerized and cautious. "I am Maji, the goddess of this river," the woman replied with a smile that could calm the fiercest storm. "And you, brave hunter, have trespassed into my sacred waters." Akano felt a shiver run down his spine. "I meant no harm, goddess. I did not know this river belonged to you." Maji's laughter echoed through the trees. "Fear not, mortal. I am not angry. In fact, I have been watching you for some time. You are a hunter with great courage and a noble heart. I have a proposal for you." Akano was intrigued but wary. "What is it you desire from me, goddess?" Maji's eyes sparkled with a mysterious light. "Marry me, Akano, and in return, I will bless you with eternal prosperity. Your village will never know hunger, and you will live a life of joy by my side. But there is one condition: once you marry me, you can never return to the mortal world." The hunter's heart raced. He had never considered leaving his village, but the thought of a life filled with abundance and love was tempting. "If I marry you, I must abandon my people?" Maji nodded solemnly. "It is the price of eternal happiness. You must choose, Akano, the life you know or the life I offer." Torn between duty and desire, Akano hesitated. But as he looked into Maji's enchanting eyes, he felt a pull that was impossible to resist. "I accept your proposal, Maji. I will marry you." And so, Akano and Maji were wed beneath the shimmering waters of the river. The villagers, unaware of Akano's fate, searched for him for weeks, but he was never seen again. Meanwhile, in the depths of the river, Akano lived a life of luxury and joy. Maji kept her promise, he wanted for nothing, and his days were filled with love and peace. But as the years passed, Akano began to feel a longing he had not anticipated. Though he loved Maji deeply, he missed the land above, the sound of the forest, the laughter of children, the warmth of the sun. One day, he approached Maji with a heavy heart. "My love," he said, "you have given me everything, but my heart aches for the world I left behind. Please, allow me to visit my village, if only for a day." Maji's expression darkened. "I warned you, Akano. You cannot return to the mortal world. Our union depends on your devotion to this life." "I understand," Akano replied, "but surely one day will not break our bond." After much pleading, Maji reluctantly agreed. "You may return for one day, but remember this: if you speak of our life together or attempt to stay, you will lose everything." Akano swore to honor her condition. The next morning, he emerged from the river, his heart pounding as he approached the village. The people were stunned to see him after so many years. They welcomed him with open arms, and as Akano walked through the familiar streets, memories flooded back. But one thing caught his eye: his village had changed. The fields were barren, the people thin and weary. "What happened here?" Akano asked an old friend. "Since you left, the land has turned against us," the man replied. "We are starving. We thought you had died, Akano." Guilt washed over him. He had left his people behind, and now they were suffering. Despite Maji's warning, Akano's heart burned with a desire to stay and help. "I can fix this," he thought. But when he opened his mouth to speak, his voice was gone. In an instant, Akano felt a cold, sharp pain in his chest. He looked down, only to see his hands turning to water. Panic surged through him as his body dissolved into droplets. He had broken his promise. Back at the river, Maji wept. She knew what had happened the moment Akano's bond to her was severed. The river flowed more violently than ever, and as it did, it washed away the last traces of Akano's mortal life. Moral lessons asterisk. 1. Be careful what you wish for. The allure of wealth and abundance may tempt us, but true happiness comes from balance and honoring our commitments. 2. Cherish what you have. Akano had love and prosperity but lost it all due to his inability to appreciate the life he had chosen. 3. Keep your promises. When we break promises, especially those made in love, the consequences can be devastating. If you enjoyed this story and its powerful lessons, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.